Hello, my reading friends. I am so excited to be hanging out with you for this video. I had a pile of books come that are going to be our book club reading for the rest of this year for our Patreon community. And right away, I knew I wanted to sit down and talk these through with you all and to hopefully have you get as excited as I am excited. And stay tuned to the end because there is also a bonus book that I will be sharing at the end that has something to do with our Patreon community that I'm very excited about as well. So hello, I was going to say good morning because it is morning here for me, but whatever time you are watching this video, hello. My name is Melissa. I am the Jane Austen Literacy Foundation Community Manager. So you'll see me here on YouTube, over in our Patreon community, and we get to hang out a lot, which is a ton of fun. We have so many amazing readers in our community space, and I love chatting with you on here and just sharing in the comments books that we're loving. And it's just an amazing community space of people that truly love books and love Austen and love sharing the gift of literacy with children in need around the world. I will start in sharing with you for our August book club all the way through our December book club. If you've read any of the books, feel free to leave in the comments which ones you have read, if you are excited to read them. I love chatting with you down there in that space, so please feel free to be leaving comments. Also, if you haven't subscribed, we are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. We are inching our way there, so it would be lovely to have you subscribe, and that way you don't miss any future videos. Let's get into it, shall we? So for our August book club, I've actually started this one already. I'm a few chapters in. We are reading Finding Margaret Fuller. This book is so far amazing. I'm about 4 chapters in. I will give you a little blurb. It says, an epic imagining of the life of Margaret Fuller, America's forgotten leading lady and the central figure of a movement that defined a nation. And this is from the New York Times bestselling author of The Magnificent Lives of Marjorie Post, which was one of my absolute favorite books in the last few years. So really excited to get into this one. We will be reading and discussing this over in our Patreon community. Then for September, we will be reading The Letter Tree. This book is described as Romeo and Juliet meets You Got Mail, and it does not disappoint. I have read this one and I loved it so much that I wanted to make sure that everyone in the community got a chance to read it and enjoy it as well. It says, mere words can't end their family feud, but the Campbell heir and the Bradshaw heiress plan to write a future together. And this is set in Buffalo, New York in 1924. It is an absolute gem. I hope that you all love it. I know I loved it. All right, so that is August, September into October. October is one of those months for me that's very transitional in my reading. I instantly go into cozy mode, and I know not everyone is in North America that is joining us, but for me, that's what happens. October signals. Let me know if you do the same. Do you kind of read according to the seasons for where you live? Does your reading kind of transition throughout the year? Or maybe you live somewhere that there aren't as recognizable seasons and you just read whatever you want throughout the year. Let me know that as well. But for our October read, we are reading The Mystery of Mrs. Christie. So this book is really fascinating, and it kind of dives into the story behind a few days that Agatha Christie disappeared in real life. And it is like an Agatha Christie novel itself. And it's just so fascinating that it was actually a mystery author that this happened to. And we get a real deep dive into what possibly might have happened. And I'll read you the blurb from this one. It says, in December 1926, Agatha Christie goes missing. Investigators find her empty car on the edge of a deep, gloomy lake. The only clue, some tire tracks nearby and a fur coat left in the car. Strange for a frigid night. Her husband and daughter have no knowledge of her whereabouts, and England unleashes an unprecedented manhunt to find the up-and-coming mystery author. And then 11 days later, she reappears. So get excited for a really fun ride with this one. And then next for November's reading, we have After Anne. This is, I feel like, such an unusual book. It is about the life of Lucy Maud Montgomery, author of Anne of Green Gables, which I know a lot of us also love and really enjoy. And it is the book that you didn't know you needed to read. It just really opens your eyes. And I think also it helps you to see Anne of Green Gables in a whole new light. And it's just a beautiful story. And I'm really excited to read it and share it with you all. Says the stunning and unexpected portrait of Lucy Maud Montgomery, creator of one of literature's most prized heroines, whose personal demons were at odds with her most enduring legacy, Anne of Green Gables. So get excited for this book. And then last but not least, for December, we are going to be reading The Arctic Fury. This book, when I was doing some research of what we might be reading for the book club, really stood out to me, and I kept coming back to it as I was picking, and I just thought that this one needs to be on our list. So it is about a group of women that take an adventure to the Arctic, and it's, I believe, set in the 1860s. It doesn't say on the back, but I believe it's around the 1860s. And I think it's just going to be a really fantastic way to end our book club reading for the year. Inspirational and exciting, adventurous, all the things that we want to bring to the books that we are reading in a highlight to end the year with. So Arctic Fury will be the final read for our book club for this year. And then the last book that I have to share with you that I was kindly sent by the publisher is Elizabeth of East Hampton. This book is just so bright and cheerful. It is going to be it is a modern retelling of Pride and Prejudice. So it says, it is a truth universally acknowledged, well, by Elizabeth Bennet anyway, that there is nothing worse than summer in the Hamptons. And so obviously Elizabeth will meet Will Darcy in this book, and we will see what adventures come out of it. So we are going to be having a YouTube live. I will give you more information as I know the exact details, but we will be having the exciting privilege to talk with the authors of Elizabeth of East Hampton, which is really exciting. If you haven't explored our community yet, there is a free reading challenge that you can participate in every single month. It's a lot of fun. It is very low-key reading challenge. We mean for you to just explore new books and have fun doing it with no pressure. And then in our community, as I mentioned, we have the book club space. You get a narrated letter from Jane Austen each month delivered to your inbox. We also have author interviews. The last interview that just posted was with Tracy Chevalier, who was our book club author from Remarkable Creatures, the story of Mary Anning, and she also wrote a girl with a pearl earring, as long as so many other amazing books. We have had some Austen experts. It's just a lot of fun in there, and it's a delight to talk with other Austen fans and readers as well. So I will put all the details in the links below, as well as all the books that I've talked about here. I am really looking forward to reading for the rest of this year and talking about each one of these books and exploring them more with you. I hope you have an amazing day filled with reading and coziness and just a lot of sunshine in your life. As you can tell, it is sunny here for me, and I feel like that puts me in such a great mood, and it makes me want to grab a book and dive in. Any weather makes me want to grab a book and dive in, but especially sunshine just feels so good. So happy reading. I will see you in the next video. Take care.